Okay, you guys, I have videos on pricing, on potential diet during the extraction, after the extraction, and the pricing is actually broken down per procedure, whether it be pulling a tooth, implant, cap, so on and so forth. Paid about $16,000 for mine. It's 8-month process. It's 8 months later. I thought I was going to get them in 4 months, and the dentist so I didn't ask the right questions. So that's hence my videos are for you to ask the right questions. I try to put some links below which I believe are relevant to this video, which might help you. The ones with the pricing and the diet and stuff like that. Questions to ask, things to think about, okay? I'm going to show you 3 different dentures. The first one was after immediate extraction, where I was swelled up and they made me a denture, and of course the swelling going to go down. They're not going to fit right. So if I could recommend that you might consider waiting weeks or longer till the swelling goes down and say, okay, now I'll make my denture. That's a high recommendation because your swelling is going to go down. That's a given. It could take longer than weeks. So something to consider, something to ask your dentist. I walked around for 4 months on my job. Oops. 4 months on my job. And I had I wasn't wearing anything because I couldn't stand the ones you have to glue, and they would not stay on the bottom to save my life. I don't care. Some kind of grip, which was supposed to be very, very good, would not stay in place. And then all these things where you have to wait certain minutes before you do anything, 10 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is I'm on call, and the response time should be ASAP for me, and they just hindered me tremendously. So for you guys that only wear dentures, God bless, good luck, and you guys are heroes because you guys put up with more crap than we do, okay? I also list some of the ways I cleaned it. I never used a brush, and I'm very happy I decided to do that because everybody's like, well, brush them this way, brush them with that. The soft bamboo brush, I believe, starts with a P. I'm not sure what it's pronounced. Hopefully I can find it, put a link below, okay, so you guys get an idea of the brush I'm talking about. I know you're going to get micro lines sooner or later. I don't care how soft the brush is, and I'm trying to avoid that, and so far that's been working out for me. I have not needed a toothbrush. Okay, even on my gums very much, it's all been rinsing, like over 95%, just rinsing, gurgling with Listerine. I'm very happy camper. After I eat, pop them out, do all that. If you're going to get the kind you screw in, then you're going to need to be more meticulous. You're going to pay a lot more than I did. And we're talking about flossing and this and that and everything else. And if you're not that meticulous, this might be an option for you. You might be say, wow, you can take them out, you can put them back in. Of course, the screwing ones cost, not only they cost much more, they also feel better, more permanent and stuff like that. So there's a lot to consider. I'm glad I went this route. I could not afford the ones that screwed in, and I'm very happy with the results. As you guys can see, okay. The other thing is, I definitely gonna recommend that you wait a few days after you get your dentures because they didn't align right both times. I got the snap-in dentures, the one after 4 months and now, and 2 days later they're almost there. Okay, they need a little bit of adjustment there with the bite. Like this side was the side I complained about last time. Same thing. It was a huge gap, and I was like, okay. And a day later, there's like almost no gap, and now there's almost no gap at all. But there's a little tiny bit. It'll get there. It'll have to settle in. Not sure if it's those inserts. The green ones are pretty strong. White is just the ones they start you out with. Red would be extra light. Blue would be harder than green. And I believe they have one more, possibly black. Novlac, Novalac. Okay, it was a company I found that looked right, and I showed it to the lady. She says that looks about right. But I still can't tell you. I'm still going through the changes, all that. Hoping to put up a video, eating habits, and not having any issues. The other last thing I did not mention in part 2 of this video is my dentures are heat cured. They're not cold cured. And when I asked the assistant that at first, she was like, I didn't understand. And I had to ask her, did you cure them in air, or are they cured in hot water? And she said, they cured in hot water. And I saw the pots when I walked in. And she said, yeah, we use crack pots. And I think they cure for like 10 to 15 minutes, the acrylic, the resin. And those are said to be much better than, per se, the cold cured. And 3 times they told me they're heat cured. And that's why they look different. You can see in part 2, the look of the gums and the look of the teeth are going to look different than, per se, the intermediate ones I got at 4 months. I believe they wanted me to wear the dentures to get used to them. For the life of me, I could not get used to them. I hated them. And I think I would have did better if I waited a bit for the swelling to go down. But we're all incredibly self-conscious that when we do a procedure like this, we don't want to add more, say, misery to our situation. Okay, now I got to walk around with nothing. And I had to make that decision. It didn't take me like 2 days or a day. In fact, it didn't take me a day to say I can't do this. They just wouldn't stay in place. No matter, I tried days in a row, would not stay in place in the bottom. Not even minutes. Talking, whatever, waiting for the glue to set, wouldn't work. So heat cured is the way to go. And if you guys not sure what that means, look it up. You'll see some videos on YouTube about it, and they'll explain the procedure more. And you'll see they'll use boiling water or really hot water, almost boiling, and they'll cure the denture in there. Okay, and that's how you get these that's supposed to last a lot longer. Okay, some people says that they can last me the rest of my life. I'm 60 years old. I don't see why they can't. Of course, I'm going to wear them out. I might need a new set after 10 years. Who knows? I have a backup set, which was very nice of her. I don't think she had to do that for me, but I'm just such a stubborn old bird. So, old buzzard, whatever they used to call us back in the day. But she helped me out, so I greatly appreciate that. So I want to thank you very much, doctor, for helping me. I'm going to put the location below where I went to, and there's only one dentist there, and she has a bunch of assistants and stuff like that. I do the work for her. They were very, very busy, hence the videos. Ask the proper questions, get all the answers you need. You can follow my videos. They're on YouTube on my channel. And I hope you guys have a good one, and your snapping dentures come out as good as mine or better. Okay? Ask the right questions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, you guys, this is a simple comparison of my old ones. Pretty rough. They have soft liners. Got these in right after the surgery, and might not be the best recommended idea. You might wait until things heal up to get yours made, if you can wait. The reason for this is because of swelling, and then after the swelling goes down, then all of a sudden you got to get it with soft reline, and they don't fit right almost immediately. So just a heads up there, a consideration. These I got because I refused to wear those, and the lady was kind enough to make me a simple set that I could use that worked great. I've been using them for the past 3 months. I've been eating salami, Triscuits, Kenny steak if it ain't too hard. I can't chew cartilage or nothing like that, but I can do pretty good, at least about 70% of what I normally used to eat before, including soft nuts like walnuts, pistachios, cashews, things like that, no problem. Okay, there is a learning curve. When I got these, they didn't fit right, they didn't align right. Days later, they lined almost perfectly. Having the same problem, I just got these 2 days ago. When I first put them in, they didn't align at all. They looked so weird. I got up the next day. Yesterday, they aligned so much better. Today's day 2, and they're almost aligning perfectly. So about a couple more days. So when you get your set, don't go back complaining right away. Give it a couple days. Let things settle. Get your bite in place right, and that's basically the best description I can give you. So you want to give it time to correct your fit and your bite. Don't just, well, I got them in, I left the dentist and they don't feel right, they don't look right, I'm not happy. Give it a few days. I'm going to say between 3 days to 7 days, and you should be a lot happier with your bite and the way things work, okay? It might have to do with the hardness of the inserts. These came with white originally. Red, I believe, is the softest one. Novaloc, Novalac, I believe, is the company that makes these inserts. The only one I could find that looks like it, when I did mention it to a tech over there, she said that looked right. They do have an insert removal tool. I don't think I can get my hands on these. I did a little bit of information and a study, research. And it looks like the dentists can get these. You have to have a practice to get these, and so they can install them and take them out. According to one of the assistants over there, she says that usually we put green in and we usually don't have a problem. I can see me wearing down the bottom ones on the green every 6 months to a year, having to get new inserts. I can see that. This is Dr. B Dental Solutions. This is a little Sonic. I believe it's 5, 10, 15 minutes. And you put your solution in there. What I was doing is basically hot water. About 125, 130 degrees, whatever came from the hot water tank. I didn't measure it, but it was a little bit of steam coming out of there, like a real hot cup of coffee. And I would put one of these in there at night, and that's all it took. I did not have to go get this. I didn't have to use this solution. Okay? I have it in case I needed it, but I haven't yet to have to use it. And this solution you're supposed to put in there and use the Sonic cleaner to get things really, really white. Not sure if this is helping me not having to use it, but I have yet to also use a brush on any of my dentures. And I kind of realized that if the more I use a brush, the more micro lines I get in there, and the worse things get, the more food particles stick. I just pretty much rinse them out, put them in here, use my pillow at night, and I'm good to go. If I let go 2 days, I might see something. If I let go 3 days, I would see some stuff on the outside. So, wow, I got to clean them. And again, I would put them in here, or I clean them by hand, rinse them out, whatever I had to do, and I was good to go. So far, I have not needed a toothbrush.